So look, there's nothing wrong with playing really low stakes, but eventually you do want to get away from that and move up. But if you're trying to like build something from the ground up, yeah, for sure. I mean, I get it. But here we are going to start things off with a pretty crazy hand. And for those of you guys watching for the first time, I always like to give a little background on myself. Basically, been playing for the last 2 decades, hopping about 4 times a week, playing mid stakes. Now, I don't have one type of strategy like GTO, ABC, or whatever. I really focus on two things. The first is making good decisions because at the end of the day, we do have control over that. And the second thing is I try and use strategies against my opponents and exploit them as much as possible, meaning I will bluff without hesitating if I think somebody is weak. And after playing so many hands, you kind of pick up on these things a lot quicker. Of course, as I'm getting this, also want to let you guys know we have an awesome community in the pinned comment section where you could talk to me one-on-one as well as with some other high level members. If you're kind of just stuck or hitting a wall at your current stake, or maybe you just want some advice, you want to take things more seriously, I highly recommend getting in there. Also, if you could tap the like, and let's get right into this. It's also going to run for about 15 to 20 minutes, so grab a bottle of water, some gators, some coffee, and let's lock in. Pocket fives. Can you guys believe this right here, man? Pocket fives. We got quads on the flop. It doesn't happen too often, but we did. And, I was really just hoping somebody had something at this point. It's kind of like, it's one of those hands where, you got three other players in it, and you're just hoping someone's got something. And this was interesting. So river card's going to be an ace. It's just checking around, so I'm not feeling too good about that. However, player 6 pick up sticks is gonna make a move here. Couple things here. Do I raise? That's the question. And you know what? It's hard to raise here because I feel like player 2, like the best case scenario is he just calls. Same with like player 5. So I just called here because I just felt like there's a good chance that if I raise, nothing happens. And player 2 did call, so I feel like that was probably the play. And I I truly believe we were not going to get much more out of that. But still, quads. I'll tell you what. What else can I say, man? And what I mean is, if I raise there, I don't see player 2 calling. You know what I mean? If that doesn't make sense to you, I don't know what to tell you. But, it was just like, what could he possibly have kind of hands, right? We had quads. Normally, when you have quads, it's tough for another person to have like a big hand. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. All right. So, anyways, starting things off pretty good here, but really just getting warmed up. So, kind of like sit back, man, and kind of get ready for it because we're gonna be doing this, man. We are doing this. It's gonna get good too. All right. 5-8. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a lull here. I'm just gonna kind of fold, but if we look at the table, looks like player 2 is doing pretty good. Everybody else is kind of just where they're at. You know what I'm saying? All right, player 4 is going to kick it up to the 35 piece. Interesting. All right, player 2 made the call. Pretty safe flop. I'd expect player 2 to call here. Turn card was an ace. I feel like player 4's got to put the hammer down now. But he checked it, which was a big mistake. River card's a deuce. Like, I don't know what player 2's got, but if player 4 checks this over... All right, he didn't. All right, so, yeah, player 4 went for it right there. That was the right thing to do. He took it down, so, good for him. Whatever. And, yeah, we're just kind of feeling it right now, man. It's always a good day when you get quads right away, huh? Quads are a straight flush, man. I'm curious, you guys prefer getting quads or a straight flush? Why don't you comment below on that? To me, okay, I'll take the straight flush if it's on the river or something, or on the turn. But if you get quads on the flop, I don't know, man. Nothing feels better than that. It feels pretty good. Okay. All right, king 5 folding it. So we got some folds going on right now. It's all good, though. It's all good. All right, 6-7. We are in the big blind. I think I might have called this one, just because we were kind of folding a lot. We're also in the big blind here. Never mind, I folded it because player 6 raised it up, man. And we actually would have had a draw here to the 4. Let's see if we would have got there on the turn. But I mean, there was no way I could call that, especially when player 6 kicked it up. And talk about the most brutal spot, man. We would have had the nut straight here if player 6 didn't do what he did. River card was a queen. Man. All right, it would have went check, check. So I don't know if we would have got a lot out of that, but still kind of brutal. All right, king 8. We are offsuit here, but we've folded quite a bit since we, kind of started out on a good note. So it's time to see a flop, man. It's just time. So here we go. I'm gonna raise it up. Small blind, big blind battle. He called it. Missed everything on the flop here. I decided to just check it. If he would have raised here, I would have called though. Turn card was a king. I'm going to slow play the king, see if he does anything. River card was a 9. So now I'm going to go for some value because it just went check, check. Kind of make this look like a bluff. Figure he'll probably call this with any pair, which he did. And we took it down. So we kind of squeezed that guy a little bit, just kind of putting him on exactly what I thought he might have. And we'll take it. We'll bake it. Let's keep it rolling here. All right, so 6-7 again. Now we folded it the last time around, and I'll tell you what, that stung a little bit. So I mean, I feel like we got to see a flop with it now, right? I mean, how can we not? I mean, how can we fold, right? We got to see it after what happened last time. All right, here we go. And kind of like, okay, not exactly like the last time, but we do have some possibilities here again with the 6-7, which is kind of weird. I mean, we need a 5. That was not what we needed, okay? Like a 3, 5, or 9 would have been good. But it also feels like both these players are pretty weak. And I was kind of picking up on that right now. I don't know if you guys could sense it too watching this, but here we are. It really does feel like both these guys are weak. So instead of like check folding this or checking it, I actually raise this, which I think is interesting because, it feels like player 5 was just kind of throwing that out there to get a feel, So I think raising here looks really strong, and it's going to get both these guys off of this. Player 2, I figured he's mucking it right away. Back over to player 5. Does he want to continue here? We're also blocking the spade draw because we have 6 of spades. We got him off it. River card would have been a king. I thought it was a pretty good bluff right there. Maybe you didn't, but hey, whatever. I thought it was. Right now we got pocket jacks. And once again, if you guys, like I said, are enjoying this, man, it is just check out that pin comment, man. It is time. It's time to get in that community, man. It's time. I'll tell you what, man. It's time to get you moving up. All right, pocket jacks. Do we raise here or do we just call? I just called. You know what? The only reason I did this was because I noticed player 5 was playing pretty tight. But when we hit the jack here, I was like, oh yeah, this was nice. Okay. I mean, we got it. What else can I say? We got the goods. Now, there's obviously a lot of draws out there. We want to see the board pair, like a 4 or 10. I mean, I'm not going to get greedy and say a jack on the turn because, come on, we've already had quads once. But I'm going to call this. Turn card was an ace. King, queen just got there. But, not thinking about that just yet. even though it's possible. This guy raised from early position. He checked it though. Now we got the card we needed. We got the 4. So what do we do here? Do we just go for a pot size? Do we turn it into a bluff? So instead of going for the pot size, I went for the jam, which honestly, like, it does look bluffy. Player 5 let it go. So it is what it is, guys. I thought about going for the pot size, and I was like, maybe I'll just come over the top. I went for the over the top, and he folded it. All right, next we got the Doyle Brunson. We got the 10 deuce. It's not suited, so I can't see a flop that if it was suited, yeah, I would, okay. But it's not, sadly. We needed it to be suited. And yeah, hope you guys are still with me though, because we actually have a big hand coming up here as well. So you don't want to miss it. Would have hit the 10 on the turn. All right, and no deuce on the river. Okay. And here we go with aces. So this was a very tricky hand for me. I think you'll see why. But, I mean, we got aces. And I mean, we've had some good hands in this one. We had pocket jacks, we had the quads with 5s, and now we got aces. Hoping player 3 raises us. It's just not looking too good at this point. Because everybody folded it. And when everybody folds around you with aces, it's always like the worst feeling. And same with kings, you know, because it's like, come on, man, somebody have something, or just try and bluff me or something, right? All right, flop. Pretty safe. All right, and I think, I want to say maybe this guy raised. Let's see what he did. No, he just called. Okay, so the turn card was a 5. This flop still looks really safe. What could he have, right? There are a lot of draws out there. We could look at this queen 9, you know, king queen again, maybe less likely. I had to continue here. I mean, there's no way I'm not going to continue. Player 3, you know, all I could really think here was like, what are you doing this with? Because he's going to raise us. And I was actually thinking it's possible he's got 2 pair, maybe jack 5 or something like that. Or maybe he's bluffing us. I don't know. River card was terrible. So what do I do here? Do we just check this? Do we check fold? Do we turn aces into a bluff? I mean, what do we do? This is really hard, guys. And these are some of the spots as you kind of like move up. You got to think them through because they're tough. Player 3, I think is going to size down here on the river, which told me that he was scared of the straight. That's what it told me. And I felt like if I just call this, or I'm pretty sure he sized down. Let's see. Yeah, he sized way down. So what I felt like if he just, you know, if I just call this, we might be losing. So I turned our hand into a bluff. He called us. I don't know what he had. I think he had top pair, and maybe he was putting us on like ace king or ace queen or something, like a missed draw. And we just took down a monster pot, guys. Anyways, hope you enjoyed another one here. I keep saying it, man. Get in that community, pin comment, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.